The Okanagan Sun taking on the Westshore Rebels from Victoria at the Apple Bowl. The Sun 3-0, the Rebels are 2-1, but both teams have room to improve. In for the injured Bobby Davis at quarterback is Jeremy Morovic. On defense, the Sun will have to keep an eye on running back Greg Morris on the ground. It's a good start for the Sun and Stephen Dogie. The lineman will break the BCFC all-time sacks record when Catlin Todorovic runs into Morris and Dogie takes advantage. That's 23.5 sacks for Dogie. And then Morovic goes to work. He hooks up with Ben White, who makes a great catch inside the Rebels' 40. And then Armand Bokic finds a seam. He eventually trips, but not without getting the Sun to first and goal. Bokic again on the first play of the second quarter. He goes wide and then in to make it 10-0. And then Morovic to Dan Turek. He beats a tackle and heads for the end zone. Michael Hansen will bring him down, but once again it's first and goal after a 71-yard gain. And then you can't see him, but Mike Friend makes a TD catch deep in the end zone. That makes it 17-0. The Rebels would fumble the ball on the ensuing kickoff, but they do recover it. Later, Stephen McFadden would drill his field goal attempt into a pile of players. It would remain 17-0 at halftime. Things go from bad to worse for the Rebels in the third quarter. Jesse Fitch drops the kickoff, and Brennan Van Nistelrooy jumps on the loose ball. And then Morovic hits Turek, and he turns and trots into the end zone. The extra point makes it 24-0 with just 3 minutes gone in the second half. Then Todorovic throws to Vinny Canada. He can't get a grip, but Bo Barthel certainly can. And that would set up a missed field goal, but the single point makes it 25-0. Watch this punt return by Ben White. He goes to the sidelines and then just takes off. He would go all the way, 83 yards for the touchdown. It's now 32-0, and this game is a shellacking. More punt returns. This time it's Robbie Yoakum. He at first misses the ball and has to backtrack, but once he gets going, he is gone for a big gain for more great field position. That would eventually lead to a fourth quarter field goal to make it 35-0. More Bokic. This time he goes right at the heart of the Rebels' defense and goes through everyone for the major. 55 yards, at least as the crow flies. Now 42-0. Yoakum again on the punt return. He finds another gear and then just keeps on going. Next play, Morovic finds Mitchell Thompson open. He gets in for the score, and the extra point makes it 49-0. Victoria would get on the board, though. Todorovic hits Canada, and he slips in for the touchdown. 49-7. Dogie would add to his league record. This time he gets Mark Black behind the line of scrimmage to up his sacks record to 24.5.
I've been having kind of like a little bit struggling with some back problems, but I'm getting that all worked out, so this day was my day, I guess. As a defense, like we only have 2 people coming back last year as starters, so it's kind of taking a while to gel as a defense, but we're finally getting back into her. Like me personally, I lead with my head, not usually my voice. So.
Yeah. And the defense picked it up big time, and special teams was huge today. Like we had great returns by Robbie Yoakum and Ben White returning it to the end zone, and that was huge for us. And we're gelling as a team right now, and we're only going to go up from here, so it's going to be great. This is Okanagan Sun football.
Our run game was on today. O-line played great. I've been challenging the O-line to be big, mean, and nasty, and I think they played that way finally tonight. JJ played great at quarterback with Bobby on the sidelines. Defense is playing very good. We're still a little inconsistent in our coverage. We're still giving a little bit of gimme yards to offenses when we should have them second and long. So with that, we'll tweak that, but that's all fixable. I'm not too worried about that. That's just a mental thing that once guys see it on film, they'll be able to adjust. But as a whole, all 3 sides of the ball, we look like we're starting to fire on all cylinders, and that's perfect timing going into Nanaimo.
We're playing our game now, so they better watch out.
The Sun now face their toughest test of the season Saturday at Caledonia Park in Nanaimo when they take on the Raiders. Visit OkanaganSun.ca for more on the team. Reporting from Kelowna, I'm Tim Morton for Shaw.